And that sort of time, you was maybe looking at the stacking system, the darts, you were maybe laying the darts in.
Yeah, later that year, I used the slim flight. You know, in October, November, I start practice with them, and everyone told me, Ray, what are you doing? You're 4 times world champion. Why you stick to these slim flights? Wayne Mardo came to me. You must be out of your mind. Why are you doing this? I said, Wayne, trust me. This is gonna happen. It feels so good. When I bought this setup, I actually bought the darts with the same flights. They don't give it me as a sponsorship. I actually bought that setup. And it brought me the world final in 2007 against Phil.
2007. I attended the quarterfinal and the semi-final, and I didn't have tickets for the final. I remember thinking, it was destiny, wasn't it? It was destiny you were going to meet. And in the final, Phil comes out with his orange shirt on. You're tactical. Yeah, you're 3-0 down, and you're struggling. And then a big 170 checkout. Yeah. Did that kick you into life?
Yeah, I was playing so well with these darts, and don't forget, in that second round I was 3-0 down against Mr. Colin Lloyd as well, and there was also a great battle. There was always was again a 6-5 in the last set. It was 3-all, 5-all, sudden dead leg. I beat them, so that was the second round. After that, I had 4-0s, 5-0s, 6-0s in the semi-final, and then Phil 3-0 down, thinking, what is wrong? I'm playing not like I can in the first 3 sets, and then I changed it, and from that it all changed.
Tremendous. The 180s wouldn't stop going. They were just relentless.
21.
None in the first few sets. And then in the sudden death leg, up for the ball. The last time, I believe, in the PDC, go up for the ball, hit the 25, and you go, leave it. That's exactly what you done. And you hit the ball. And then, of course, I think you started with a 10, but then Phil comes back with 180. I think he says he thought he'd had you, and what happens? You come back with a maximum.
With a maximum as well. That was probably the best shot in my whole career. I wasn't thinking at the time, you know. I was just aware of my capabilities. You know, I just said to myself, every single throw, ton 80, ton 40, it doesn't matter what he's throw. It doesn't matter. At that time, I feel like it. Now, at the moment, I'm more like, oh God, I'm 180. But that moment, I meditate a lot. 2 times a day, so my whole body was in rest, and then I played really good darts. Yeah, and I was aware of what I can do at the moment, and that's what I did. And it's still, I believe it's still one of the best finals ever.
And I think so. And John Gwynn and Barneveld is champion. And you lent back. You did. Oh, that tremendous. Then we look on to another UK Open. Vincent in the final, and the Las Vegas Desert Classic. I know you like that event.
I loved it. I got 4 visits in Vegas and 3 finals. So I lost it to Part in the first year. Then I won it the second year. Then 1 year top 16 or something, and the last year I lost it to Phil in the final as well. So 3 finals out of 4, so which is a good percentage. Yeah.
Great, and then we move on. 2009, then 9 darters start. They really come using the unicorn darts now. The 9 dart against Yella again at the UK Open against Kirk Shepherd. Brendan Dolan in the World Championship again. Now you're getting a name for this. People betting on you, don't
they? It was unreal. It's a strange story. When I went to that guy who taught me the old Zen, you know, like the meditating, he said to me one day, he said, Ray, you're going to hit 9 darters in 1 year. And I said, you must be, that's not possible. He said, Ray, if you do what I say, we tell you to do, meditate 2 times a day, you will. I had 4 in one year. If you look at that 2009 to 2010, in 1 year I had 4 TV 9 darters and 2 on the floor, so 6 in 1 year.
That's impressive.
So which was a very strange story.
Wow. Yeah. So you've won in the match play, and now we take you on to 2012. One of the best finals I'd seen when you played Michael van Gerwen in the final of the Grand Slam. You won it with an 11 dart leg, I think 16-14. But you. I had a little punt on you because Raymond, you looked so relaxed in that. Even playing against young Michael van Gerwen, who was was flying. Fantastic performance.
Yeah, I really look back to that final. The whole tournament went great. First in groups, then knockout stages. Semi-final against Andy Hamilton, great battle there. Final against Michael. So, and finally, after 5 or 6 years, I won a TV event again, you know, so I'm thinking, I'm back, you know, I can do this, I know I can. yeah, and since that, I thought, where I can win tournaments again, because at that time I was really struggling with myself. Can I still lift the trophy? Can I win a major? Well, I can.
Yeah.
That's one thing for sure.
Yeah, without doubt. And of course, 2014, the Premier League, I'd always played well in the Premier League, but you couldn't quite get past the semi-final. You'd always made the semi-final, I think, 6 times. And then last year at the O2, I mean, if the finals night is laid on, you've got to play Phil Taylor and Michael van Gerwen. That's tough.
The toughest draw ever.
Yeah,
you know?
but you've done it.
And yeah, I think I played against Phil. I was 3-0 down, I remember, and 3-1, and he was missing 3 darts for 4-1. He was missing 6 darts for 5-2. And well, then some way you need the luck, of course. He was a bit struggling with his new darts during the Premier League, and and from that time I was hitting my doubles, and then 5-2 down, and I beat him 8-3 or something.
Yeah, 8-5, and then
yeah.
Michael 10-6. But the great thing in the qualifying, you didn't, you was unbeaten in qualifying, so you landed another of the majors. So at the finals, the bar and the Army. I mean, they're out in force, aren't they? Wherever you play.
And I still can't understand, because I'm a good player, because there's so many good players. So I never ever find out why I'm that popular. Is it about the song? Is it about the bar and the Army? No, I don't think so. But most of the people telling me, especially from Scotland, Wales, England, and Ireland, they always tell me, well, that final against Phil, that make you one of the popularest players ever, because that comeback, 3-0 down and see maybe this is going to be 7-0, which Phil can do very easily to players, and that fight back, that comeback, I think that gave a lot of respect to all the fans. Yeah.
And any game in particular was it that game, or maybe the game, the first World Championship, or maybe back to well,
the first one back in 1998 was the important one for me, because that made my whole career. I was sitting on my bike every single day delivering post in Holland. I was a postman, and I kept dreaming about being a professional dart player. That was my biggest aim. That was my biggest dream. And since that, I found sponsors in 1998. I've got a management. I was honored by the Queen in Holland. The same you have here as MBE. Yeah. I'm the same in Holland. I'm Ridder in the Order, or Orange Nassau, it's what they call it. Yeah,
must make you very proud.
I have the medal at home, so it's a really high, really high price. And my whole career is perfect. If I stop today or tomorrow, I can say I won it all. I won all the major competitions, apart from the World Match Play and the Grand Prix. But I won all the tournaments I wanted to win. Yeah. I won it.
And there's still time for those. And one last question: that amazing walk on, the Eye of the Tiger. I mean, I will never get tired of hearing John McDonald screaming.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, with the Eye of the Tiger walk on song, I should have the Eye of the Tiger during the match. I have to change it. Come up more friendly, I think, and have the Eye of the Tiger focus on the board. And that's what we're busy at now, because sometimes you're losing concentration a bit, which is very hard. But there are so many tournaments at the moment right now, so it's even hard to remember who's in the final all the time. Yeah. But I'm still happy, thanks to Unicorn and the equipment and all the good people working here. I can perform, and I can still play at my best.
The real driving force behind you. Yep. That's great. Well, thank you very much for your time, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Paul Stein. That's Raymond van Barneveld. That was Tungsten Tales, keeping you at the sharp end of world darts in association with Unicorn Darts.